Hello, I'm Robert Himber. Today I'm interviewing Coach Humphreys on the soccer season so far. Coach, you are about halfway through the season with a record of 8-2-1. How do you believe the boys did so far?
Pretty well. I think obviously there's 2 losses that kind of hurt. You always want to try to win them all, but sometimes it's just not possible. But as far as where we are as a team versus where we started, I think we're in a very good place.
How do you hope the boys do, or how do you want the boys to play in the second half?
I think just bring more energy. Like most teams, second half of the season start to slow down and things can get a little bit boring and monotonous. Practicing, this far into the season. So just kind of bring some new energy to the table and understand that the finish line is in sight. And you got to finish the season just as strong as you started it.
Monday's game, you guys won 2-1. What are your feelings towards that game?
Oh, that game was huge obviously it's a rival. It's Ramsey. You always want to beat Ramsey. But as far as our conference play is considered, that was a must-win game for us to stay in contention to win the league title. So, a tie would have hurt, a loss would have hurt, a win was really all we were looking for, and luckily we were able to kind of pull it off in the end. And being down 1-0 at halftime and coming back and winning 2-1, I think shows a lot of character from our guys in particular.
Are you guys playing Ramsey again this year?
No, not in the regular season. Obviously, the possibility of us seeing them in the state tournament is definitely legitimate, but really just depends out on the seeding in the bracket. But for now, we don't have to worry about them.
How did the boys on the team get along off the field?
I think pretty well, sometimes too well, I guess, if I'm being honest. As a coach, you want them to get along and gel and have fun and understand that, when we're on the field, it's all business, and then, there's times to do things as a team, whether that's, hang out at La Gondola and eat 15 pieces of pizza or, whatever, attend other games, girls' soccer games, football games, things like that. I think they get along well.
What challenges did you face at the beginning of the season being a new coach?
I think, I've been around soccer a long time, my whole life, so I wasn't really worried about, my abilities to coach. I was pretty confident in that. And I've had most of these guys as freshmen, being the freshman coach the last couple of years, so they kind of know my coaching style and my expectations. But losing the amount of seniors we lost last year, especially the caliber of the players that they were, I think a lot of people kind of wrote us off and really didn't have any respect for us coming into the season, thought we were going to be rebuilding, because basically by saying that, you're telling your players that we should lose every game. But I knew what we had coming back, and I knew if we pushed the right buttons and had the right people in the right places, we could be successful. And having freshmen and sophomores playing varsity who are very inexperienced at the varsity level is always a roll of the dice. But I was confident in all of them. I wanted to pull them up to varsity if I didn't think they could handle it, and they've done a great job.
How do you feel about Malcolm Mashing, one of your star players, going for All-State?
I think Malcolm's had an unbelievable season. Right now, I believe he's at 15 goals. So the possibility of him getting 30 is definitely on the table. In my opinion, he's been one of the most dominant players in our league and in Bergen County. But at times, a lot of these things can become political. Mahwah soccer doesn't really get the respect that, the Don Boscos and the Bergen Catholics and the Ramapos tend to get. So, if it was up to me, Malcolm's a first-team All-State player. But unfortunately, it's not completely up to me. But, Malcolm, I don't think Malcolm's the type of guy that really cares about that stuff. He's really a team-first guy. He's about winning and helping the team win. And anything that he gets on top of that would just be an extra bonus. But hopefully at the end of the year, you see him up there for All-State recognition.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Himber. This was great. Good luck to you. Thank you.